Qatar is the home of 180 nationalities, and the largest portion of the expat communities are mainly come from India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Philippines, Egypt, and Pakistan. The European and the American expatriates are also on the rise. Qatar has a desert climate with year-round sunshine, hot summer, and mild winter. The best time to visit in Qatar is between October to April when the temperatures drop. The coolest months are December, January, and February. During the winter, the temperatures really drop below 7 degrees Celsius. And during the summer, the temperatures reach up until 50 degrees Celsius in June to September with a high humidity. The rainfall scores with an average of 70 millimeters per year, falling on isolated days mainly between October to March. Since the rainfall is very infrequent in Qatar, the source of water is from the seawater after the process of desalination. So the tap water is relatively clean and safe to drink. The official language in Qatar is called an Arabic, and English is widely used as a second language. The majority of the people who's living here are all Muslims, with Sharia law as the primary source of the destination. The currency in Qatar is called Qatari riyals, or denoted by the QR. The exchange rate of the $1 is 3.60 Qatari riyals, and for the €1 is 4 Qatari riyals. Qatar is a peninsular Arab country whose terrain comprises arid desert along Arabian Gulf shoreline of the Suez and the Beach. The terrain is flat and rocky, covered with the sand flats and the sand dunes. There are also some exceptional low-rising limestone output. It was opened on March 28, 2019. It was designed by the award-winning French architect Jean Nouvel. The Qatar National Museum, which is part in the shape of the desert rose, it is considered today to be one of the most significant cultural heritage sites in Doha. It was used as a seat of the government by Sheikh Abdullah bin Jassim Al Thani. The Qatar National Museum will give the voice of Qatar's history, past, present, and the future. And from here on, discovered in Qatar in 1940 in Dukhan Field. The discovery transformed the state of economy. Now the country has a high standard of living for its legal citizens. Qatar, along with Bahrain, are one of the countries with the lowest tax rates in the world. The building that you can see on your left-hand side with the flag on the top of the building is called the Parliament Building, or Emiri Diwan in Arabic. The Parliament Building is the home of the government officials in Qatar, and Qatar became a British protectorate in early of 20th century until gaining the independence in 1971. The country is a monarchy and it's ruled by the Al Thani family. And the flag that raised on the top of the building is the national flag of Qatar. It consists of two colors, maroon and white, separated with the 9-point serrated lines, which indicates that Qatar is a ninth member of the Trucial Coast Convention. And the long pathwalk that you can see on your right-hand side is called the Corniche. Corniche is a waterfront promenade which has a length of 7 kilometers long. The Corniche is very popular to the people who's living here, especially during the weekend, because the people can do the picnic, jogging, and walking. And aside from that, they can enjoy the beautiful and magnificent view of the Doha skyline in the nighttime. And if your mobile is running out of the battery, don't worry for that, because each corner in the Corniche area, they have a free charger stand which is powered by the solar. And here in Qatar, the source of electricity is from natural gas and the solar power. Qatar General Electricity and Water Corporation is called Karama. It was established in 2000. Further, the Emiri Law number 10 to regulate and maintain the supply of the electricity and the water for the residents. And the trees that you can see around the Corniche area in your right hand side is called the date tree. Date is a fruit of a desert palm tree. It is a popular fruit in the Middle East, and it is one of the few crops that grows in the desert. And date palms have been described as a tree of life. And if you may look at in your right hand side, you will able to see the mascot. The mascot name is Ori the Oryx. The mascot was holding a torch, which was the mascot of the 2006 Asian Games, the first world-class sports event that hosted by the state of Qatar. Beside of that mascot, there's a one fine dining restaurant. It's a Lebanese cuisine, and it's called the Al Murjan restaurant. And the gentleman on the photo that you can see on the building on your left-hand side is the current emir or the ruler of Qatar. His Highness name is Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. He gained his powers on June 25, 2013 at the young age of 33 years old. The petroleum and the natural gas are the cornerstone of the Qatar's economy and account for more than 70% of total government revenue, more than 60% gross domestic product, and roughly 80% of export earnings. Qatar has the world's third largest proven natural gas reserve and the second largest exporter of the natural gas. And you know that the 1 liter of petrol here is only 1.80 Qatari riyals or almost 50 cents dollars. And if you may look at in your left hand side, and you can see the blue building with the glass materials. That building is called the World Trade Center of Doha, also known as Qatar Petroleum Office, one of the oil company in the country. It has 51 floors high and it was completed on 2013. The next tower, which is a bullet shape with a spike on the top with the metal materials, is one of the built in 79, and the hotel has 371 rooms, 9 restaurants, and 26 conference rooms. And now we are entering to the business district area. It's called the West Bay. West Bay includes many modern buildings unlike the other older districts in Doha. Some of the tallest skyscrapers in Qatar are found on this area. The surrounding district, which combines the government institutions, offices of the big companies, shopping centers, 5-star hotels, convention centers, and the residential towers. The interesting fact that the whole area is not more than 40 years old. And the building that you can see on your left hand side is an example of the luxury shopping mall. It's called the Gate Mall. The establishments that you can see on your right hand side is called the Doha Exhibitions Convention Center, one of the Qatar's leading exhibition center in the country, and it was completed on 2015. And the next building on your right hand side is an example of the 5-star luxury hotel. It's called the Marriott Marquis Hotel. The 5-star Marriott Marquis City Center Doha is directly connected to the City Center Mall, one of the biggest shopping malls in the Middle East. And aside from the Marriott Marquis Hotel, you will find the other 5-star hotels on this area, like Shangri-La Hotel, W Hotel, Kempinski Hotel and Suites is the second tallest skyscrapers in Doha with 254 meters high. And the Aspire Tower, also known as the Torch Tower Hotel, is the currently tallest structured building in Doha with 300 meters high, and it's located in the Aspire Zone complex in Doha, Qatar. Ladies and gentlemen, Qatar is the world's richest country per capita and has the highest human development in the Arab world and has recognized as a high-income economy. Qatar has the lowest crime rate in the Middle East, and for several consecutive years, it has been rated as one of the safest countries in the world with a low number of violent incidents and little serious crime. The Nambeo Crime Index, they rank Qatar as the first safest countries in the world. And the medical facilities in Qatar, available to the citizens, residents, and visitors are required to pay for the treatment for the government hospitals and the healthcare clinics, and the local nationals working in Qatar automatically receive the medical care, maternity coverage, child care, state pensions, and other kinds of the welfare benefits. While expats have access to all kinds of the medical facilities, but they are not eligible for any sort of the social benefits. The high walls that you can see on your right-hand side is one of the private property of the Emir and the royal family. When Princess Diana came here last 1986, she stayed on that palace. That's why the palace also known as a Princess Diana's Palace. And the art that you can see on your left-hand side is one of the iconic landmark in Qatar. It's called the Al-Wada Arches, also known as a 5-6 arch. They call this a 5-6 arch because the arch was built on June 5, 2017. And before they built that arch, there's a one runabout on that area and they called us the Rainbow Runabout. The Al-Wada Arches was designed and inspired by the fishnet, which based the tribute of Qatar history in the fishing industry. And the Al-Wada Arches was 147 meters long and 99 meters high. As you notice that most of the places in Qatar still under construction because of the preparation of the FIFA World Cup 2022. One of their projects is called the Doha Metro. Doha Metro is a rapid transit system. It will have 4 lines, the red, green, gold line, and the Lusail Rail. The Lusail Rail will be scheduled to be operational in the public in 2020, while the red, gold, and green line are now operated. The standard class 1 journey will cost you for 3 Qatari Riyals, and 1 day unlimited pass will cost you for 10 Qatari Riyals. The Doha Metro, approximately total length of 300 kilometers long and 100 stations. It will be an integral component of Qatar Rail network, which will include the long-distance rail for the passengers and for the freight. So linking Qatar to the GCC and the Lusail LRT, capable of reaching 100 kilometers per hour. The Doha Metro will be the one of the fastest driverless trains